Greetings, fellow pilgrims. I'm Doug. This is Camino 2020, and today I want to talk to you about your water carrying system. When I decided to get into backpacking a number of years ago, I basically walked into my local outfitters and bought one of everything. Back then, I didn't have the internet. Yeah, that's right. I'm old. Say what now, Sonny? Huh? Hey, get off my lawn. And not having access to the internet, I couldn't just get on YouTube and watch 834 different gear review videos for every single thing that I might be interested in. There are a number of options out there, and so what I want to do, pro-cons on some of the major water bottle type systems, and let you know what I think about them. Here we have the Hydra Flask. These have gotten very popular amongst non-hikers. I love this. I call it my fire hydrant. Heavy duty, strong metal bottles, big oversized lids with nice loops. You crank these things down. They got a little straw system in there. If you just need something to carry some hydration in, this is fantastic. But it comes with a very serious drawback. All that metal and strength weighs in at nearly a pound. This is 15 ounces. So this is not even a liter. Okay, I think a liter technically is like 33.8 ounces. Let's just call it 34. So you don't even have a liter of water carrying capacity here, and yet you're carrying almost a pound of bottle. It takes about a half an ounce of bottle for every ounce of water you carry in here. And that ratio is just completely unacceptable for hiking. If I was to fill this with water, I would literally be looking at 3 pounds just right here. So, although I love my Hydro Flask and I love having this thing at work, and knowing that I could probably, take out the commies if they ever attack, not something I'm going to backpack with. Now, that brings us to the famous Nalgene bottle. If you go to any outfitter, any store with a camping section, I can virtually guarantee they're going to have Nalgene bottles. These have been the standard liquid carrying device for campers for years, and I like these a lot. This is what I started off with. I bought a 32-ounce standard Nalgene bottle when I first got backpacking, and I bought this low alpine, because they're good, carrier for it. Nice big Velcro straps. This only weighs in at 3 ounces, by the way. But the Nalgene bottle is pretty tried and true. It's made of plastic, but it's super strong. I can put boiling hot water in here, soup, coffee, hot chocolate, whatever. Big, wide mouth lid. This is one thing that the Nalgenes are famous for, whereas virtually all other carry bottles are going to have a little squeeze system or a little tiny neck at the top. With Nalgene, you get what's called the wide mouth. This bottle is very good for mixing. So you've got a lot of room for getting inside this bottle. It also makes it a lot easier to clean. Further, because of its popularity, a lot of companies make extra products that fit the Nalgene bottle. So for example, Life Straw has a filter that is designed to screw right into a Nalgene bottle. So if you're taking this hiking with you, you can replace your carry lid with the filter. And now you come to a stream, you just dunk it in, get the water, put this on instead of the lid, and you're drinking filtered water. Now, a common complaint about Nalgene bottles, unfortunately, is the wide mouth itself. Namely because if you try to drink out of this, unless you have a pretty wide mouth yourself, liquid is going to be pouring out the sides and all over you. It's virtually impossible to drink out of a Nalgene bottle while hiking. You've pretty much got to be standing still in complete control of the bottle, or you're going to be spilling whatever you've got all over yourself. So you can get a little adapter, and this just pops into the top of the Nalgene bottle and essentially makes it into something that you can drink out of comfortably, and the lid screws right on top of that. So you've still got your carry strap, you've still got your lid, you've still got all the functionality of the Nalgene bottle, but you can also drink out of it a lot more comfortably. So for all those reasons, it's tough. You've got a cap you're not going to lose. Also, they are graduated, so you can actually measure liquid in them. For a lot of reasons, Nalgene bottles remain kind of the go-to camping water container. Now, like the Hydra Flask, the problem with the Nalgene bottle, for some people, is its weight. A 32 ounce, so let's just go back to the same size as the Hydra Flask, Nalgene bottle weighs 6.2 ounces. Now, that is a far cry from the Hydra Flask, obviously. The Hydra Flask weighs nearly 3 times as much. My 40 ounce silo back there weighs in at 8 ounces, so it's half a pound before you even put anything in it. If I add in the water filter and the other extras that I've got, that's another 3 ounces. So for me, I'm up to 11 ounces, and I haven't even started putting any water in it yet. If I fill that silo up with water, it weighs more than my backpack. Now, the standard Nalgene bottle is either 32 ounces or 34. It's close to a liter. Let's just call it a liter. It comes in at about an 0.18 to 1 ratio, or 0.2 to 1 ratio. Compare that to the Hydra Flask, which was nearly 0.5. Okay, so what that means is you've got to have about 0.2 ounces for every ounce of liquid you want to carry. Now, this is not a bottle that you go buy, so much as it is the bottle that surrounds the water that you buy, namely Smart Water. This right here is a 1 liter Smart Water bottle. Smart Water bottles are not like your little Evians or whatever that are basically just trash. They're strong. These are good, reusable plastic bottles. The smaller Smart Water bottles actually come with a cap that pops up and lets you drink and pushes back down to store the water when you're not using it. So what a lot of hikers are doing is they're getting a 1 liter Smart Water bottle that comes with the water, by the way, and they're swapping out the cap for the cap on a smaller one so that they have a little pop top that they can drink out of on the trail. Why would you go into the wilderness with something like this when you can have something like a Nalgene bottle? Well, no big surprise, it's the weight, but it's also the shape. This is a great size for most backpacking pockets. This will fit practically anywhere. But let's talk about the weight. This 34 ounce, 1 liter Smart Water bottle weighs 1.3 ounces. Again, we're comparing that to the Nalgene bottle, which comes in at over 6. The ratio of bottle weight to liquid weight is 0.04 to 1. That makes it 5 times lighter than the Nalgene bottle. Another great thing about the Smart bottles is that they have a pretty standard lid. If you get one of their little bottles, you can get one of these little pop-top kind of lids. In fact, it's even better than this one. And just swap it right over for the lid on the big bottle. So what I would recommend if you're going to carry using Smart Water bottles is just go out and get maybe like a 6-pack of Smart Water bottles of the small variety, drink through the water, pull all the caps off, and just toss those in with your hiking gear. Now, another big advantage of going with the Smart Water bottle is filtration. This right here is the Sawyer Squeeze. And essentially what this does is that this side screws on to a dirty water bag or something that is full of water that needs to be filtered. If this is sitting on top of here, that's my filter. Guess what fits on it? That's right, the little pop top. So I can basically have a complete water filtration system, 1.3 ounce bottle, 3 ounce Sawyer Squeeze, bam, I've got a liter of clean water that I can get right out of a lake or a creek. Now, carrying a couple of these water bottles obviously wouldn't be too big of a deal. You've got 2 liters of water. What if that's not enough? Filling up a Smart Water bottle is not going to be as easy as a Nalgene. It doesn't have that wide mouth. You can't just scoop the water up and be on your way. You're going to have to hold it under the water for a while. If the water isn't very deep, it's going to be very difficult to fill up those Smart Water bottles very easily. And that's where the dirty bag comes in. This is the knock. I've heard it both ways. The knock Vecto. Whoop. This is a 2 liter dirty water bag. It has the standard end on it. So what you do is flip this over. You've got this nice crimp top here. This comes off. The new ones have this tether, which is great. And what this does is with a single fold, it opens to a wide mouth bag. You can just scoop the water up and boom, you've got 2 liters of water in this bag. And you've got a filtration system. You can just roll this bag down, squeeze the water out into your smart water bottle, into your mouth, however you need to get it. 3 ounces, 3 ounces, add in your 1.3 ounce smart water bottle, and you've got a complete drink system here that weighs less than a 1 liter Nalgene system. Z-Packs has a cool little clip that fastens to the front harness of a backpack and then clips onto the neck of a water bottle, and that allows you to just pop it right off of the front of your backpack and drink, pop it right back on while you're hiking. Now, it's a $5 clip with $5 shipping, so you're paying $10 for that little plastic clip. I got 5 of these for 10 bucks, so $2 a clip, water bottle. So you just unclip it, take a drink, clip it back. It's not as good as the Z-Packs, but it's not $10 for one of them. Now, what does all this mean? Should you not use Nalgene bottles? Should you not use Hydra Flasks? It's totally up to you. If I'm going car camping, I want something that I don't have to worry about dropping, breaking, losing. Nice bright red, big, heavy metal insulated mug is perfect for that. If I'm going out on a day hike and I don't need more than 30 or 40 ounces of liquid for the day, Nalgene bottle might be the way to go. However, like most things in life, any piece of gear that is good in a lot of different situations is not probably going to be great for any single application. And that's where the smart water bottle idea comes in. So for the Camino, I don't know. I might give it a shot. I don't really see myself carrying hot liquid around, but I don't know. On some mornings, it might be nice to be able to dump some coffee in an Nalgene bottle and head out on the trail. Obviously, the Nalgene bottle is going to be a lot easier to mix drinks in, and it's going to be a lot easier to clean at the end of the day than a smart water bottle. So there you go. I hope that has been helpful for you in choosing what way you're going to be carrying your water on the trail or on the Camino. If it has, please give this video a like down there with the thumbs up button, and subscribe to the channel. When you do, click that bell notification. That way I can notify you immediately when new videos are released. Till next time, buen Camino.